So, you've studied quantity surveying for the best part of 2, 3, or maybe 4 years, and reached the moment where you get that all-important diploma. Congratulations. The moment you never thought would come is finally here. You've achieved a bachelor's degree, or perhaps even a master's, and you feel on top of the world. But suddenly, it hits you. How do I take the next step into the next stage of my life? What do I include in my CV? How do I prepare for an interview? This video will seek to help you with this daunting prospect and tackling the big, scary world of work. We're joking, it's actually not that scary at all. Before we start, we are trying to hit 200 subscribers before the end of the year. So, if you feel our videos have helped you in any way, a quick click of the subscribe button would be incredibly appreciated. This particular video will run through tips and advice on what characteristics and traits employers of graduate QSs look out for, how to make your CV stand out, and what interview questions you're likely to be asked, giving you extra tools to prepare for and face your future employers confidently. As with any profession, the day-to-day dealings of a QS are very rarely black and white, and operating in the commercial world means you're very often working in the grey areas: contractual disputes, estimating and quoting, building and assessing compensation events or major changes, and agreeing final accounts. To name just a handful are day-to-day tasks that quantity surveyors deal with that lend themselves to certain characteristics and attributes which employers look out for. These include, but are not limited to, confidence and self-assurance, astute attention to detail, organisation and meeting deadlines, good use of self-initiative and intuition, commercial and business acumen, and the ability to build relationships. As we are sure you are aware, the job market can be very competitive, so next we want to cover some tips on how to get your CV noticed. When building your CV, we recommend writing it in a way that promotes any scenarios where you have demonstrated evidence of the characteristics outlined in your personal, educational, or work experience, however limited. If you are stuck on how to get started with your CV and the layout, we have a CV template that is available as a free download from our website. Just click the link in the description below. As simple as this may seem, we truly cannot underestimate the importance of doing company research about the organisation you're applying to. Their history, current performance, their core values, and as stupid as it may seem, what they actually do. Once your research is complete, take the time to write a cover letter to accompany your CV and relate it to the specific company and job role offered. This is extremely important. When employers are sifting through hundreds of CVs, a cover letter which contains a brief overview of why you're applying for the role and why you want to work for their company will help put you at the top of the pile. It will give your application a much more personal feel and convince your potential employers that you truly want to work for them and haven't blindly sent out CVs to every graduate QS role you can find without any thought. Now, we'd like to run through some interview tips and likely questions, because if you've taken on board some of the advice for getting your CV noticed, we are sure you'll be approached for an interview in no time. When interviewing for a graduate QS role, probable questions asked are likely to include questions surrounding your technical knowledge. Brush up on the fundamental QS techniques and knowledge, such as standard form of construction contracts, bill of quantities, earned value management, and increasingly, business information modelling, or BIM. The majority of this content can be found here on Metroun's YouTube channel. Questions specific to the job role and company, such as, why have you applied to our advertised position? Why do you want to work for this company? And, what are your career aspirations within this organisation? Again, make use of that all-important company research that you have done. And finally, they will almost definitely ask you for examples of where you can demonstrate some of the characteristics and attributes that make you a good quantity surveyor. Please remember that the interviewer is aware that you're applying for a graduate QS position, and that you may not necessarily have as much real-world quantity surveying experience, so run with it and prepare examples from all areas of your life. This could include examples from your university career, challenges in your personal or home life, and of course, other work experience not necessarily linked to QSing. Finally, try to remember that this is also your opportunity to gauge if it seems like a place you would like to work and whether you think you're likely to get on with the employer. Go into the interview prepared, confident, and remember to be yourself. You've studied hard to get to this point and deserve to start a long and successful career in quantity surveying. Good luck. Metroun, a commercial hub to your business.